Greetings, listeners. I am your host for the evening, Zach Barrett, and welcome to this Twisted Gear Studios production. You're about to listen to The Call, our Call of Cthulhu actual playcast GM'd by Derek Snow. The previous report from our investigators. As Amos and Althea begin looking into Amos's strange connection with Simon, Marion and Agatha begin to look into Albert's journal. Now Agatha has begun to see monsters and has run into the Goodyear Hedgemaze. We don't talk about the Hedgemaze.
I'm going to start off with Althea.
Oh, God.
As you hear the rumblings of thunder outdoors, of course, as a storm seems to have rolled in, quite dismal out. Standing in the hallway by the broken window with Skeet, who seems to be quite worried that somebody has went into the hedge maze.
Skeet?
Yes?
Have you been in the hedge maze recently?
No, it's creepy. It's creepy. All mazes are creepy. They're just creepy. I just tells you. They're creepy. I just tells you. I don't know. They're just creepy. They shouldn't be in there, you know, just weird noises.
Weird noises?
Yeah, I dreams about it sometimes in my treehouse. Remember you told me I could build a treehouse? As long as I got rid of the stills.
I did. What strange noises?
Oh, it's just weird. Like, weird noises and stuff, and I keep dreaming that there's something in there.
Oh, okay.
Just waiting to wake up.
Okay, well, you don't have to go into the hedge maze, and it's going to be okay. I know my way. I think I know my way around there, and if they went in there, then we'll get them out. I'm going to go find Amos, and we're just going to go get him. Okay?
Oh, okay. But will you come out as you?
Yes.
I feels weird sometimes around here.
It's okay. Tell you what, why don't you go find Cadbury?
Oh, okay. I like Cadbury.
And just let him know that we've gone to the maze.
Oh.
All right? And
because Cadbury's the one who told me that I shouldn't go in there.
Just let him know. All right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Be careful, Mrs. Althea. Ms. Althea. I don't know what's that. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm gonna go find Amos. Okay, you can stay here and hang out with Cadbury.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna go and meet Amos around back, I guess, like he said.
Okay. So you
still wearing my medical apron.
I'm still wearing your
Wednesday apron.
Your Wednesday apron. It has stripes.
Your Wednesday apron.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You're welcome.
God,
oh my God. My Wednesday.
No, don't. No.
From my
don't.
laboratoire.
Let me have this.
From my laboratoire.
Let me have this.
Oh, I'm going to kill you all.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to go find Amos.
Okay, so by after the conversation you had with Skeet, Amos, I'm going to say, what were you looking for to go get?
I was running down the hallway back to the front door to grab my coat, my hats, my camera, all of my paraphernalia, but also try and yell out for Cadbury as I'm going. Like, Cadbury, how many entrances are there into the hedge maze? And kind of ask for assistance to go to all the entrances and exits.
Okay, so as you're calling out for Cadbury, as you're going, as you get to the coat rack, just walking down over the stairs, Cadbury's like, how can I help you, sir?
Yeah, Agatha's not feeling very well. She's a little out of sorts. She ran into the hedge maze.
You see his face fall. She what?
Ran into the hedge maze. How many entrances and exits are there into it?
I guess that depends.
How does that depend?
Did
Did you carve new ones out recently?
Well, this is... no, we haven't really done anything with the hedge in years and years.
Does it look nice and cut outside, or does it?
Yeah,
it
sort of takes care of itself. Whoa, yeah. It's weird. We don't really talk about the hedge maze too much around here. It's an interesting part of the estate. I'm assuming that maybe Althea's father set up contractors to take care of it. Although I've never seen them, so it just usually gets maintained, I guess. As far as I know, there's one entrance.
Does it happen to be at the end of the hall? And I point out towards the hallway we went.
Yeah, there should be. Yeah, it should be facing that. Facing toward the house. Usually,
so there's just one entrance.
Usually, yeah.
Usually.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, there's one entrance. Yeah.
I grab the camera.
Mm-hmm.
If any of the staff see her, tell them all to be very careful. She may not be in her right mind. She's running around with any weapon she can find.
Oh, that's not good. Try not to get lost in the maze, though, sir. Make sure Althea going?
I expect that we're all heading in to go and chase after Agatha, unless you have any advice otherwise.
Make sure Althea makes it out okay, of course. Like we discussed before.
Yeah, right. Discussed before. So instead of taking the front door and going around a long way, I'm going to go back the way I came in order to try and see if I can meet up with Althea before heading to the maze.
And you basically just as Cadbury walks away and you get your stuff together, Althea walks down the hall. So you're together at the front entrance of the house.
Your butler there, Cadbury, seems to be pretty freaked out about your hedge maze.
Oh, well,
There's walk and talk.
we don't really talk about the hedge maze around here.
I gathered that. We're walking and talking as we're doing this.
Althea, just to clue something in as well. And it's not something that really comes to the forefront of your mind. It's just nobody really talks about the hedge maze. Now, you had a bad experience there as a child, but it's not like it's a conscious decision. It's just that for some reason, nobody really talks about the hedge maze. It's never really in your thoughts. It's there. It's massive, but just nobody really talks about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would assume I maybe have someone on staff who takes care of it, but I wouldn't be able to tell you who that is actually at the moment.
In that case, we're going to need two things. One, did you by chance give the contact information for Mr. Black to Cadbury?
No, I don't believe that.
So the only one that can contact Mr. Black is Marion.
I believe so. Yes.
All right, so we need to get Marion, and then we'll proceed with that. Do you have any flares? Flags?
Perhaps, yes.
Luck roll. You know you have flares, but to know where they are. Or a good idea.
15 as 63 for Althea.
6.
Okay. Out in the garage, there should be flares.
All right, we're going to grab as many flares and flags as you possibly can so we can try and make sure we don't get lost. I'm a little bit nervous about this. I've been talking to Cadbury, and that man ain't scared of nothing. So let's grab some shit and get to the hedge maze.
Okay, so you head on out and to the side, which is the garage is now basically Skeet's domain. He's taken over all the mechanic garage work and stuff like that.
He can do whatever he wants since he put that bulletproof panel into my car.
As you walk around the side of the house, because it's a bit out of sight, the garage is on the side. I need you both to make a spot hidden.
I don't like that.
86 out of 43 for me, so no.
Oh, 16 out of 51.
Put a tick.
No. I don't want to. I'm over 50%.
But you might find something cool.
I'm going to go crazy.
You might find something cool.
Look what happens when you see too much cool shit. You run into a hedge maze.
She also heard cool shit.
With a pitchfork. Chase like a Samael or some shit. Anyway.
What's your spot hidden, by the way?
66.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I love the way you said that and the expression on your face while you said it. 66. See that it wasn't
0.6.
I was right. Well,
I'm sorry.
I feel
what
like
do
you're
we
well
find?
on your way.
Oh wait, shit. What do I see? Oh, fuck.
Let me do my job. No, what happens is Althea is more focused on the garage at the moment. But Amos, as you're just looking out over the ground, you can see a pile of trees around. You look like to be off to the side, maybe around 30 feet from you. There's a really large tree, and there's copse of trees around it, But you notice a fairly large structure built in the tree. From a distance, it just looks like a really nice tree house. Not like something thrown together. a really nice treehouse.
So Skeet's been holding back some talent, it would seem.
As he points it out, Althea, you look over and you notice it's quite a nice treehouse. Now, I mean, you need to get closer and check it out to see, but you thought maybe just be a couple of boards up there with a blanket, it's Skeet, but it looks to
That's
be quite
exactly
nice.
what I thought.
Well, I mean, he has demonstrated that he has some talent when it comes to things that require physical labor, I guess.
Well,
he doesn't read a lot. You know what? Reading really never got anybody anywhere. Let's just go and get
it
this
got
over
one of
with.
us into a hedge maze. I grab every flag and flare I can find.
Yeah, so you go there. It takes a couple of minutes, but you do manage to find
God damn it.
a flare case.
Yeah.
With the gun, a flare gun case.
How many flares?
3.
Damn. Are there like lawn flags?
Yes. Yeah.
How many?
Give me 1 second.
Because that will become very important, hopefully.
6.
Fuck, so many.
Althea, would I keep any of the guns and stuff in the house in the garage as well?
No, but you can take a quick look around to see if there are any guns.
Oh, I wonder if I
around.
left my handgun actually in the Packard. Maybe? I can't remember.
Well, that Packard is in here.
Yeah. I'll just go and take a look at it.
Sure. Roll a luck roll.
See if there's anything else useful. That'd be
28 out of 63.
Your gun
nice.
is there.
Okay, sweet.
Spot hidden for seeing if there's anything of use that we can take with while we're quickly on our way out.
There's almost... Depends on what you're looking
fair enough.
for.
Yeah,
it's daytime out, so we probably wouldn't think of
It
taking...
looks like it's dark out. Like it's not nighttime dark, but
Flashlight.
Flashlight. Oh, you don't need to roll. There's definitely a flashlight.
I take a flashlight.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I described these before, it's like a big car battery.
Yeah,
That's fine. I'll
block.
put my handgun in one of the apron pockets, and I'll carry the flashlight. Because
Cool.
you already have the camera, and you'll need a hand for your pistol, too.
Yeah. So the camera's always underslung into my arm like a
Okay.
sawed-off
So you have the
shotgun,
flare case, then.
Yeah, I'll put the flare case in the other pocket, the book's not in, so those are full. And then I'll have the car battery, I'll light up a cigarette, and then my gun is holstered too. So I got a free hand still.
Althea, I would like you to roll just a spot hidden check by yourself.
Okay.
No.
51 out of
Never mind.
43.
As you leave.
There's somebody hiding in the garage.
God. All
I
right.
believe it's pronounced garage.
Garage.
Really depends who you talk
Garage.
to.
It's a garage, a garagey.
Garagey. All right, so we head on back to the
It's a motorboard.
the head of the opening to the hedge maze, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start heading over, but I'm going to go over to Marion now. We'll get to Agatha last. You're going to get over to Marion. It seems like you've been wandering in here forever.
And I'm assuming that Agatha is long gone in front of me. I can't see her anymore.
It seems as you're walking around the hedge maze and you come around corners, as you know how mazes work in these large hedge mazes. I don't know how often I can say it. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. It always seems like there's movement ahead of you around a corner, and it seems like it's Agatha. So you seem like you're right on her tail, but like you can't seem to catch up to her. It's really like foggy in here. And cold. It feels cold. You can see your breath.
Once I'm in the maze a little bit, and I get to the point where I really can't see Agatha anymore. When I make a turn, I'm gonna make like just a notch in the ground with the shovel.
Sure.
But I don't start doing that until I'm already in the maze a fair ways, and I realize, oh, wait a second. So.
As you're walking along at one point, you feel like somebody's watching you. You know what I mean? Like the hair on the back of your neck seems to rise up. You feel like somebody's watching you, and you like look around, but
Who's there?
You don't really see anything out of the ordinary. But well, other than being in a hedge maze.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll a spot hidden roll, though.
Okay. 96.
96. No, you don't really seem to pick anything out of the ordinary as you continue following along. as we go to Agatha. Now, what's going through Agatha's mind with the pitchfork as she's going through this maze?
How in depth do you want me to go on this explanation? Right now, I want to see what this thing is because I need something solid because I can only believe in something real, not something supernatural. And at this point, after all that has happened, I am so tired of being afraid. I just want to confront this thing and get it over, whether it's me taking it out or it taking me out.
Okay.
Whoa.
Ooh, freaking intense coming from the alienist over there.
Like camping.
Yeah. Can I go berry picking? I don't know. This is creepy. How will I sleep?
Easy answer. You won't.
That's
how I solve my
Okay,
problems.
fair enough. As similar to how I described it to Marion, you're moving along the maze, and up ahead of you, you keep thinking you see movement that's keeping propelling you around the maze. Like I said before, it's cold. You don't really feel like anyone's watching you. You don't really feel afraid. You feel like you have a purpose, like a focus. More like you don't have fear from what you saw, at the very least. As you're continuing along this path, it's curvy, all over the place, turns here and there. You're not really sure where you are in the maze. There's been so many turns and so many loops and everything else. Hitting dead ends every now and then and having to travel back and take a different route. Seems quite confusing in here.
How thick is the bush around? Like, is it something I can push through, climb through?
Well, it's a very thick hedge, so you can't really... You could try to, like, beat it down.
Okay. Now, again, you can tell me that I'm pushing this a little too far. Usually in hedges, there's a space between where it comes up from the ground to the bottom of the hedge. Is there enough space that I can crawl underneath?
Not in this hedge.
Not in this hedge. Okay, fair
It seems to just be growing straight out of the ground.
Oh.
But I need you to make a listen check.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
53 out of 65.
Well, I believe you already have a tick on listen.
I do.
Yes, so what you hear faintly from deeper in the maze sounds like laughter. And it sounds like Albert Gohl's laughter.
That's... Damn. That probably initially scares me because now I know he's on a property where, even though I have attacked people that I know, I do still have a semblance of caring. And I know what he's capable of. So I start off with fear that, oh my God, he's around that vicinity, and then it just goes into rage.
Okay. And you start really hunting with more purpose.
Absolutely.
There we go.
It's the opposite effect.
Makes sense. Fair enough, fair enough. As we go back to Amos and Althea, as you're at the entrance to the maze, seems to be foggy. Just mist.
Has it gotten thicker, the mist?
Well, this is the first time you've seen the mist from the entrance of the maze.
Oh, it's within the maze.
It's within the maze.
This is ominous.
There's something in the mist.
Yeah, ominous. It's your house.
I don't come out here. No one comes out here.
God, see, this is the issue of having a large place. I don't think there's a single corner of my apartment I have not slept in. So it's... All right. So we're just going to go in?
Yes. Yes.
You're instilling confidence in me.
Well, I just...
Like, just boatloads of confidence.
I
feel like we're not going to die by going in here. Your confidence is just so striking.
No one talks about the maze. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a maze, right? It's just bushes and things, right? Right?
Do you care about this hedge maze?
No, I can't say I have any attachment to it. No.
I didn't bring a machete. Damn it. All right, it's a point. It's a moot point.
No, if this burned to the ground, I don't think it would bother me. You know, I can't say that about many things about this property. I really
Yeah,
can't.
except for the people that are inside the maze right now,
no,
burned down.
yes,
so
no,
let's
I
let's
wouldn't-
leave that to a
I wouldn't
last
want to
resort.
do
But I
that.
do have a lighter and 3 flares. All right, okay. Turn on the flashlight. We going in?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I cigarette back in my mouth. I pull out the gun. I got a flashlight. All right, this is fucking. Let's go. Go on in.
Done. The moment you both step into the maze, you notice that the flashlight starts flickering and shuts itself off.
You know, fucking. Jesus Christ.
Now, just to go back to Marion, your flashlight does seem to be working.
Okay.
Although it's hard to cut through the soup of the mist.
Yeah.
What in the rotten hell's the point of this? You know what? Yeah, fuck it. So I put it at the foot at the front of the maze. I'm like, hey, cool. Look, flag number 1. Look at that. I turned 6 flags into 7. Just like that. Took me, 5 seconds? 11 tops? I don't know. All right. I pull out a flare and I pop the flare. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. As you start walking through the maze.
Fuck.
Going through a hedge maze in a fucking apron.
Unless
is
you
weird.
have a
Wednesday.
compelling reason for us to not do this.
Oh, there's probably many reasons.
Who's leading?
I have a flare, so probably me.
Sure.
Yeah, even though I feel like I know my way, you're still going to be leading because I
Do you know your way? You want to go in front? By all means.
I
I hate this place.
don't
And everything that's going on right now.
I think I do. Yeah, I do.
Well then, please.
It's been
The confidence is
it's been
overflowing.
a long time.
All right, I'll lead. You let me know if I'm going the wrong way.
Okay, so what happens is, and this sort of happens to both of you, Amos and Althea, as Amos is leading, you see him go around a corner, you're right behind him. But as you go around the corner, he's no longer there and it's a dead end.
What the fuck?
And at the same time, Amos, as you're leading and you walk around a corner and you turn around to say something to Althea, you notice that she's not behind you.
No.
Fuck.
No, not again. No.
You're going to stay on Althea. This is awesome.
No, I can't do this again. Not again, no. Fuck, I need to sell this house.
You feel something warm in your pocket of your pants.
Is it pee?
That would have been my first question too. That would have been my first question.
No. But you
Okay.
feel something warm just
Okay.
that's in your pocket.
I'll put my hand in my pocket.
You feel
gingerly.
a silver coin that was given to you by Mr. Black with the warped star on it. And as you hold it, it feels warm and you feel less afraid.
Oh, that's actually kind of sweet.
Jesus.
You feel a bit less afraid.
Okay.
But your friends are in here.
Okay.
Or at least acquaintances.
Okay. All right, Althea.
They're friends.
Get your shit together.
That's this.
This is your fucking house. And then I'm just going to turn around and go into another direction.
Yeah, as you scream that out, this is your. It almost feels like the maze. It's not as oppressive to you, like this idea of being trapped in here as you build up your grit, and you're like, "Oh, this is my fucking house." It almost feels to you like the maze heard that and agree and agrees with you that this is your fucking house, right? But as you head off in search of your friends, I just need you to roll a luck roll, then I'm going to move on to the next hapless adventurer.
Oh, Jesus.
11 out of 63.
Good. That's a good start. As we're going to move on to, I'm going to pull randomness for this. Will it be Agatha on a 1 or a 2? Will it be Amos on a 3 or a 4? Or will it be Marion on a 5 or a 6? Oh, Agatha.
Oh, of course.
Oh, boy.
I like how everybody says, "Oh, Agatha."
Hey, you got a new character rolled up, ready to go?
I do actually.
Oh, good.
His name's Albert. He's a little bit testy. So... He'll fit in.
He likes cheek meat.
Oh.
White meat only, please.
No, stop it now. That's enough. This is my fucking house. This is enough.
This is my house, actually. Well, her house, actually. I kind of like squat here.
Agatha,
Yes.
as you seem to be moving along with a renewed purpose of trying to track this down.
Rage.
You're
rage,
walking along,
fucking rage.
and you also feel like,
fucking rage.
you know, the hairs rising up in the back of your neck. Like you feel like, oh, something's watching me. I'm glad I got a pitchfork, but I want you to roll me a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
Actually, before you roll that, I would like you to roll me a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Oh, God.
A Cthulhu Mythos.
Yes, I know you have a low percentage, but it's still a percentage.
We all
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 99.
Yeah, that would be a no. Now you can roll a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
That's a no. More like a fuck no.
89.
Okay. As you continue, you feel like someone's watching you, but you're looking around and you can't really see. You know?
Right.
It just feels like, oh, something's off about this place, like you didn't know that beforehand.
Am I also witnessing like sudden changes in the maze? Like, is that triggered or no? I'm just kind of following my gut. And
Yeah,
going around.
you know you're lost in the maze.
Okay.
You don't remember how to get out, but the maze to you just still seems like the maze. You haven't, because you're continually moving forward, you're not really backtracking. It seems
Right.
like you're continually.
Just a technical question. How high are the hedges?
8 feet.
Okay, all right. That's not as bad as I thought.
No, it's only 8 feet high.
Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to know. Just
Okay.
for future reference.
As you continue along, I need you to roll me a luck roll. So I want to see, because it's just pure luck on where you're going to end up.
10?
Oh. Okay, so
Nice.
10% on your luck roll.
Yeah, out of 75.
As,
for clarification.
As you come around a corner
Oh, no.
and you see around 10 feet in front of you, Albert Gohl.
Okay.
And he's just sort of standing there, and he's got this smile on his face. He's not really saying anything, but what would you do faced with him? Seems to be around 10 feet in front of you.
10 feet. That's
10 feet?
That's not that far.
That is not that far at all.
I run at him with the pitchfork.
You run at him with the pitchfork. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to see who I'm going to go to next. Will it be Amos or will it be Marion?
Fuck.
As I roll 1 to 3 Amos, 4 to 6 Marion, and a 1 would be Amos.
Yeah.
As you're walking along, and you're like, where did Althea go?
When I turned around, what was behind me? When I first turned around and noticed that she wasn't there, is that like just a wall in front of me, or was it a turn?
No, it seemed it was the path you just walked.
So from my perspective, she just disappeared.
Yes. Well, she didn't come around the corner, or there was other like pathways left and right and stuff. Maybe she took the wrong path, but you thought she was right behind you. But
Okay.
otherwise, it looks like
I'll
the
stick
path
one
you
of the
took.
flags in the floor here at this intersection.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm going to start trying to backpedal.
Okay, so you're gonna start moving back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to retrace my steps to see if I can figure out how far from the entrance I am.
A luck roll. I know I'm calling for lots of luck rolls, but it's just
Yes,
an
the
interesting
nature of
mechanic
this
I have sort of built into
maze.
this.
98.
Oh, that's pretty unlucky.
Yeah, thanks.
As you're sort of backtracking and you just sort of walk around a corner, I'm going to go really quick back to Agatha for a second.
Oh, no.
As I
Yeah,
would
saw
like
this coming.
you, I'll set the scene once I see what happens here.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me a percentage. Agatha, just roll a percentage.
Just a regular.
Just roll a percentage.
18?
18%. So, could you roll me a D10, please?
Oh, that's one of these guys. That's
Yeah, just a D10.
10.
10. Okay, cool. Cool. Do you have a damage bonus?
Where would I find that?
It would be. Oh,
I don't got that much HP, boys.
It would be in the bottom
damage
right-hand
bonus
corner.
with a pitchfork.
No, well, just what on the bottom right-hand corner
combat.
under combat.
No.
Perfect. How much HP does Amos have?
13. I would like to say that if I saw someone running at me with a pit, I don't get that saying this.
You don't get that.
I turn the corner and get poked.
So now we're gonna have to go through this. So everyone just
God damn it.
We're gonna go through this. As you turn around the corner, it's just as you see Agatha slamming a pitchfork into your chest. To the ground. Just to the ground.
Well, drop the flare into the hedge.
Yeah, so as everything just sort of goes black for you, you get stabbed through the chest.
Did I take 10 points of damage?
No, we don't need to add that to the sheet at the moment.
Oh.
I'm just saying you got stabbed through the chest and you went down. Because I need to go to Agatha for a second. As you see what appears to be the body of Albert on the ground, and the pitchfork is through his chest. He seems to still be smiling somewhat, but he does not look alive. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
What would you do?
I think finally nabbing him in a way, stabbing him. I probably have now put myself almost into a state of shock where I've actually now committed I committed a crime.
Sanity check.
Oh God.
You have, in your mind, murdered somebody.
Yeah. Oh God. 41 out of 53.
So you take one sanity loss.
Okay.
There is going to be a standard. I mean, stuff's crazy. You guys have seen a lot and stuff like that. But yeah. You take one sanity loss.
Oh,
I think you've torn through your sheets.
Use a spare piece of paper.
I deserve it.
Literally, ladies and gentlemen, I've worn a hole through my page where my sanity was.
Oh my God.
As all of a sudden you hear laughter again
From
a different direction. Further on, it seems to be to you for some weird reason further into the maze is what your viewpoint is. You don't know why, but it seems like further in the maze you hear more laughter. And it sounds like Albert's laughter.
Okay.
As you lift your head and then you look down, and the pitchfork is... There's no body or pitchfork.
You know what? I'm probably going to start just laughing maniacally and just sitting down and not moving.
Yes, maniacal laughter. As Marion and Althea, you both hear maniacal laughter that you've sort of heard before. Seems to be coming from Agatha. Deeper in the maze, as you can start heading in that
I
direction.
am heading in that direction as quickly as I can go.
And that is fine. Both of you... Oh, you already made a luck roll, but Marion has not made a luck roll yet. We'll be getting to Amos in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
11.
You also rolled an 11%. Althea and Marion both rolled 11%. 11 to 11. Oh my God.
That's pretty good.
Somebody make a wish. 11-11.
I wish to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, as you both start heading in the direction of where you think this laughter's coming from. And it takes you a couple of minutes. I'll get back to you, Amos. Just leaving you in a little bit of suspension. As you both sort of meet up in sort of at the end, so basically two pathways converge into one pathway. And Marion, you walk down one, and Althea, you walk down the other, and you sort of meet each other there. And as you look down the path around 20 feet in front of you, you can see Agatha sort of sitting on the ground, laughing maniacally to herself.
Agatha! I run up to her and, in the process of, I drop the shovel and I just run up to her.
Oh, crap.
In the process of going forward as
Double
Marion
tap.
drops a shovel, I'll pick up the shovel.
I get up to her and I put my hands on her shoulder. Agatha, look at me. Agatha, can you see me? Can you hear me? Agatha, can you hear me? No, I need you to breathe. I need you to breathe.
I had him. It was great.
Had who? Had who? Who did you see?
Oh, you know, it's been so long since I saw that.
I would like Marion to roll a psychoanalysis check.
Okay.
I know, you're probably not trained. This should be the job of the alienist. I'm so sorry.
Would it be psychoanalysis or psychology?
Psychology would be like insight.
Okay.
And psychoanalysis would be to try to snap somebody out. So you could roll psychology if you would prefer just to see what's happening. But psychoanalysis would be more about how to snap her out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of want to do both. I'll start with psychoanalysis.
You can start with psychoanalysis.
Which is a 67 out of 1, so now you figured it out.
Yeah, you're not really sure how to deal with crazy people. It wasn't part of your training.
So I'm going to roll a psychology.
Yeah, alienist.
Oh, gross. That's a 100.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter. If she keeps laughing, do you keep laughing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to slap her.
Done.
That's what Althea was going to do.
Okay. Althea, so as we're getting to it, Marion seems to be trying to calm her down. It's not really getting anywhere with it. Would you like to roll a psychoanalysis, or is there something else you would like to be doing? Or are you just standing there in your mortician's apron?
And I'm going to stand there because my mood right now is that I'm done. I'm so fucking done. This is my house, and this shit is coming to an end. Marion, slap her. Please?
There's no roll necessary. I mean, it's just
fantastic.
there shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You're sitting there laughing. It's not hard just to smack.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not fighting. Yeah, I'm not dodging.
Yeah, smack. So you smack her. How hard are you smacking her? Just a nice crank back slap.
Okay.
Wake up! Snap out of it!
Just a willpower roll. Just a willpower roll.
53 out of 70.
Oh yeah. So player-wise, you get hit nice and hard in the face.
Okay.
Which does seem to snap you a bit to your senses.
Now, so if she slapped me, she's standing in front of me.
Yes.
I'm going to, in a quick motion, not hurt her, but I'm going to grab her by the sides of her face, both hands, and just kind of stare right at her, going, I had him.
Who? Who are you talking about?
At this point, I'm going to go back to Amos.
Fuck.
Amos.
Yeah.
You sort of just wake up. You seem to be lying on the ground in the maze. You do recall Agatha stabbing you with a pitchfork. And you're like, oh yeah, there's the pitchfork. As it's protruding from your chest, all 3 prongs rammed through, and it seems to like have you stuck into the ground. You do feel a little bit cold. You don't really look like you're bleeding. But you seem to be pinned to the ground with your arms on your side, by your side.
Can I lift my arms?
Yeah, you can move.
What's around me?
Oh, you're in the
Just in a hedge
so you're
aisle?
lying on the ground. There's hedge on the other
There's
side.
nothing at my feet or along the length of the alley? The flare is
You
gone?
just seem to be alone. Yes, the flare is gone. Yeah, the one you had lit.
I will, with both hands, I will grab the pitchfork and I will. I still have a gun in my other hand. I have my gun, right?
You do have your gun.
Okay. I will I'll put the gun on my stomach and I will try and grab with both hands. No, I will not. I will put the gun in the sheath. I'll grab with both hands the pitchfork and I will begin to...
Where was the book?
In my left coat pocket.
Done. Okay, so you grab both hands on it and you try to pull out the pitchfork.
Okay.
Strength check.
Actually, the strength's not that bad. It's not that good, though. That's cocked, but it's 94.
Oh my, the rolls tonight are
Out of
atrocious.
65.
Would you like to burn 30 luck? No.
No, not
As
really.
you try to pull it
Going back.
out, and you know that if you just keep working at it, you'll get it out.
Does
it's
it
just-
hurt?
As you try to pull it out, you do feel like it hurts. You do feel a pain
not
from it,
while
but
it's-
not as much as you'd expect from a pitchfork rammed through your chest.
fuck?
You think you should be dead.
Yeah.
Sanity roll?
20 out of 74.
Yeah. Yeah.
this
gonna
is fine.
You're still
This is
taking
fine.
you're still taking one sanity loss. This is a little bit of a weird situation for you.
I'm going to
Just a tad.
I'm going to pop a flare.
Sure.
Okay, so pop the flare. I'm going to kind of like a signal flare if I can. Obviously not right up above me because I don't want that shit coming back down on my head. No, I'm not. I'm going to stick it into the ground next to me so it illuminates the place, and then someone can see it if they're running by. And I'm going to check on my pockets. Do I still have everything?
Yeah, everything except the book. And the original flare. Wah, wah.
Yeah. I will try and take the pitchfork out again.
Done. Strength check.
90?
What's your strength?
65?
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's taking you a bit of time as you're like wrestling with it and fighting, trying to
God.
get through it, and it's just so
I was really mad.
strange to you. Like it's so.
I
What
light
the
a
hell?
cigarette while I'm
Like a
laying there.
cigarette as you're lying on the ground.
Yeah, I do. I'm like,
You start thinking that maybe you're in a dream. Like this wouldn't really happen. This must be a dream.
I'll wake up in like 20 minutes, like killer hangover and half a glass of whiskey left. Do I try again? Do I just keep rolling until I pull it out?
I need you to make another sanity check.
Ah.
After you failed and tried to pull it out the second time.
78 out of 73.
78 out of 73.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, yeah. I'll get you to roll a d6. It'll be a d3 damage is what I'm looking for.
Okay. 1. So
One more sanity loss.
I'm gonna try again.
You should try to pull it out.
11.
11 again?
Yeah. No. 11. Oh yeah, no, the
11%,
third 11.
11%,
Yeah, third
11%. Oh,
That wasn't my
boy.
luck check,
Yeah, as you
but
You had to stop and have a cigarette.
Yeah.
as you have your your
was his
coats
comment.
laid out and you just have your shirt
I'm more terrified of the fact that I should be dead.
and you pull out the pitchfork and there doesn't seem to be any blood on it. But you look down your chest and you can see puncture wounds as they grow over. Rapid regeneration.
I'm gonna kill her. Swear to God. I'm gonna fucking kill her. And I stand up and look around. Anything of
Just the maze of where do you want to go? There's a path forward, there's a path backwards, there's turns, there's loops. I mean, the only way to really do it fairly is to roll a luck check to see which path you take.
roll me 11. It's cocked. 14. It was almost 11.
You're not cool.
Oh, if it was 11, you'd be safe, but a 14, no. That's ridiculous. The dice gods disagree. No, you start moving off in the general direction.
I'm in no pain.
Yeah, you don't seem. You actually feel pretty good. Like amped up.
All right, I got the torch and the pitchfork in one hand, and then I got the gun in the other.
Torches and pitchforks.
Yeah. Agatha, are you around? Anywhere?
As you say that, I'm gonna go back to Agatha,
Oh, God.
Althea, and Marion. As Agatha has the hold of your face,
Yeah.
is very intensely saying,
Who? Who are you talking about?
That fucker Gohl.
What?
He's here.
Here in the maze?
I'm gonna let go of her face because I think I made my point. Yeah, he's here. I think he was in the house too.
When?
Like,
There was nobody in front of us in the house. Did you see him run into the maze? Is that why you jumped out the window?
yeah?
What do you mean you had him? You're the only one here.
I stabbed him with a pitchfork.
You did what?
I did. Yes.
I
it
look
was
around.
good.
Do I see her pitchfork?
No.
I'm calling out all 3 of their names.
Yeah, they're not hearing nothing.
Nah,
We'll get
I
back
know.
to you.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I look up at Althea. Could someone have gotten onto the grounds?
It's possible. People have done it before. I don't know about you ladies, but I'm gonna hold the shovel out so that one of them can take it.
To help him up.
No, that they can take it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. And when she does that, I'm gonna reach into the apron and pull out the gun. And you notice in my left hand, I'm like it's in a fist, and you can see this little trickle of blood coming down between 2 of my fingers, like I'm holding on to something very, very, very tightly. And I don't know about you ladies, but I am done with this shit. This is my fucking house.
I'm done too. But I want to find him.
We need to call the police.
Oh,
We
I
need to
think
get
that's
back to
done.
the house. No, if there is a murderer running through this maze, we need to leave the maze. We need to get back to the house.
There's going to be a murderer shortly.
Althea, how do we get back? How do we get out of here?
I think I know.
All right. Can you stand?
Yeah.
Okay, I stand up and I kind of reach over to help Agatha up. Althea, lead the way.
And I do.
Okay. So you all start
supposedly.
heading out to what Althea believes is the way out of the maze.
I'm pointing the flashlight forwards.
Yeah. As you start continually, it does require Althea to roll another luck check. It's a lot of luck checks.
This will be the time when I roll my classic 100.
Don't you dare.
21 out of 63.
Yes. Cheater. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, so fair enough. You start making your way out of the maze. Without really understanding why, all 3 of you feel, that would be Agatha, Marion, and Althea, that you are heading away from the center of the maze. You just get that feeling, okay, this feels like we're heading away. We're leaving this place.
Althea, did you call Cadbury?
I didn't myself, but I did see Skeet, and I asked him to tell him where we were going.
Were you the only one who followed us into the maze?
No. Amos
I stopped walking.
Amos was with me.
Does he know the way out of the maze?
Probably no.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't really talk about the maze.
What?
Come on, let's just go.
No, we need to find him, and then we can all get out of here.
I agree.
I mean, finding
We
our
can't
way.
leave him here with a mass murderer.
Well, finding our way out is one thing, but finding someone who could be in a random area in this stupid, ever-changing maze is something completely different.
it's a good point.
Why don't you
Did I
guys
just
go
say
back?
that this maze was ever-changing?
Wait,
Is that what I just said?
is that what you just said?
I don't know. What did I say?
Okay, what do you mean ever changing?
We're all gonna die.
Althea, what's wrong with the maze?
We don't talk about the maze.
You
Why
said
don't you
that
talk about the
before.
maze?
You know, I don't really know why we don't talk about the maze. It's just
That doesn't make sense.
it's just here. You know? It's just here.
Let's keep going.
Go. Right.
That's
The way out.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I know the way out. And I'll just start walking again.
Okay, so all 3 of you are still leaving.
Yeah.
Okay, as we go back to Amos.
I'm trying to leave too.
Yeah.
Trying.
You had your 14% though.
I know.
What happens to you is a little bit different than feeling comfortable about what's happening. As you're walking along and you're taking your turns and you think you're getting out, you're not really sure. You are lost in the maze. The paths seem to be different. Well, you did wake up from a pitchfork in your chest and such. As you come out around to what seems to be... Most mazes have a circular center. There's a circular center that the maze is built around, and to get to the center, there's sometimes a flag or something to carve your name in, like a tree or something like that. And as you come around the corner and you look, and it looks to be the center of this maze. It's a fairly large opening in the center.
No.
You see what you think is a tree. I'm going to require a sanity check first. Quite probably the most important sanity check of the entire Call of Cthulhu campaign so far.
We've got our fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you...
And all of our tentacles, too.
Do 48 out of 72. Let me guess, I still lose 20.
Yeah, maybe.
The tree is black. It's like a large black, like almost a burnt color in the center. Something that resembled a tree, but you clearly tell that it isn't a tree. The branches seem to be all big and black and ropey. It seems to be just squatting there, waiting, with ropey arms squirming and reaching. It's like a black, ropey, slimy jelly tree thing. And it looks like it has hooves. It's this massive, it's this massive, maybe around 15, 20 foot tall entity. That's what you see.
What? Why do I see that?
As the branches and everything sway and start coming towards you. Just upon seeing this thing, I'm gonna roll this. You take 3 sanity loss.
That makes
on
sense.
A pass.
69.
Oh, that's not funny. As it just seems to be swaying and you seem to be transfixed by its movements. What would you like to do? You're not hypnotized. It is a little bit of a mental break. Not fully, but something seems really out of the ordinary.
Is it coming towards me?
It does seem like the branches are swaying toward you.
Yeah, I'm gonna boogie away from that shit. I'm going to go back the way I came and realize that low luck scores are actually not good. And question everything I know. And I'm going to throw the flare at it and then run.
Okay, I would like you to roll a throw check, please.
He's not shooting it.
He's not shooting.
I want to see if it lights on fucking fire.
Let's make a display first.
Actually, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the flare, see if it ignites, and then fire as I go backwards, and then boogie so they turn the corner.
Here's the shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, so 50... it's cocked as fuck. Okay, these things are weird. 94.
Oh my god, stop using those dice.
Yeah, because
Different dice.
your cock-ups could have been better.
Wow. Quit cocking it up.
As you throw the flare, and it just seems to bounce off the trunk.
Bang, 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 run.
Okay. Now, you can shoot once, or what's the rate of fire of your weapon?
3.
You can shoot 3 times, but each die has disadvantage. So that's the thing. You can shoot once, or shoot 3 times frantically. That's how that works.
And I can still run with either option?
Yes.
I would probably more realistically shoot 3 times frantically. So,
Okay, so-
all 3 rolls are at disadvantage?
Are at disadvantage.
Okay, so then I'll just do it like this, because fuck those dice. So that either would have been 18, or it is instead 18 for the first shot.
Oh my god.
There we go. All right, my
Good
second
next
shot is either 54 or 4. So I guess 54, which is still a success because my handgun's at 77. And the third shot is either 31 or 11. So 31, which is also so all 3 shots.
All 3 shots. What is your handgun again? Skill?
It's a Colt 45 at 77.
77. What's the extreme success on that?
15.
So what was your...
14 was...
It was, no, 18 was your first one.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a hard.
Yeah, so all 3 shots you shoot into the tree. And I'll get you to roll damage for each one.
It's D10 plus 2, so that's showing me potato salad. It's 3, 9, and 12.
Okay, so fair enough. As you're shooting it, and
So 24.
as you're stepping back, and as you're shooting it, you notice it's like shooting a tree. So each bullet hits the trunk and knocks a bit of a piece off, because it's like shooting a tree.
Yeah.
As it seems to be squirming and it screams, and I need you to make a little power roll as you're backing away.
No! God, this is the right time, boys and girls. 39 out of 80. That's a hard.
Good stuff, good stuff.
I'm okay with that. That's not bad.
Are you done?
I'm then going to run.
And as you flee, it seems that a large branch gets one swipe at you.
Oh, fuck yeah, of course it does.
Your vampire, it's fine.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Maybe he stakes it instead.
Oh, pitchfork didn't do it though.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, but pitchfork it was metal.
Yeah, I don't know if it was real or not.
This is a jelly-like tree.
Or if it was my heart.
So this is a jelly steak.
Could've been a little lower.
It's a jelly steak.
Center mass, right? It's a little low.
Okay, as it just swipes by you and just barely misses your back. As you turn and you start fleeing away.
Do we hear the gunshots?
No.
Oh.
I continue to run.
Yes,
Away.
you run frantically, and it feels like, to you, like you're being followed by it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense.
And as you're running, you look back, and you can see, sort of on the ground, chasing you, are those slugs, are those white multiple.
No!
You see around 20 or 30 of them all coiled together,
Oh god.
sliming along, shooting up past you like a wave, shooting up towards you as you keep running.
You know, now looking back, being killed by dynamite that blew up in your pocket after being hit by a machete might have been a better way to go.
Don't you try and make that a good situation. That's not what that
Hey,
means.
listen.
You're not there.
I pop out a torch,
Pitchfork was worse.
another flare,
Because it was bad.
and I'm still gonna keep on running.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah.
You know that if you stop at all,
Yes. Yeah, no, with no inclination of slowing down. And
Yes.
just run forward with the torch.
Yes.
With the flare.
yes.
Do I have to roll
Perfect.
anything? I don't want to.
You don't want to? You don't want to?
I don't know.
wouldn't
What do I do?
Um,
I'm running.
you're just running.
Yeah.
You're just running. There's not a big deal. You're not
Calling out for their names. Help!
You ran.
Help!
You
Agatha! Out there! Marion!
Oh, really? You're calling for help from me?
What the fuck? At this point.
Hashtag, what the fuck is this pace?
I don't know, I'm running. Now what?
Oh, yes. Now what? What happens, very simply, is I need you to make a luck roll.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Lots of luck rolls. Lots of luck rolls. I'm trying something a little bit funny.
62 out of 58. I will burn 4 luck.
You can't burn
We
luck.
realize that you cannot burn luck on a luck roll.
Oh, I suppose that does make sense.
Yeah.
That becomes a little
That's fine.
infinitely complex. All right.
That is fine.
No, it's not. No, it is fucking not.
Oh, I just realized the little dog that's in that "This is fine while the house is burning down" meme is kind of dressed like Amos with the little fedora and shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, 11 to 11.
Good. That's great because
This
I
is
will
fine.
live
No, it's
forever
not.
only as that meme. This is not fine.
This is not fine.
Not fine.
As you continue running, and you get to a dead end. And as you, they're not right behind you, but you hit a dead end, and you realize, as you look back, that the slug wall is moving. You can see another path turning down. You just need to get to it before them. Right?
What do I roll for that?
It's just going to be that burst of adrenaline or speed. Strength or con, whichever's better.
Oh, con, definitely con. Okay, it's 85 out of 80. This time I will burn 5 luck, because it's not luck, so I can't do that.
You burn 5.
I will burn 5 luck, I don't care!
Welcome to the House of Althea.
Fuck you and your crazy house, too. Alright, I boogie.
You burn 5 luck.
I burned 5 luck so I can make it to the goddamn alley.
And you just make it as you feel the sliminess run across the back of your leg. As you strut
Throw
forward.
a flare at it!
Yeah.
Like behind me, just aimlessly.
Yeah. As you can hear popping. Good. As you throw the flare and you just keep moving as you make another luck roll.
No! Fuck you!
Demogorgon! No, just joking. Did you do it this time?
Nope! No, I really didn't!
What'd you roll?
I rolled 100%!
This really is the House of Althea.
I rolled 100%!
As we move on to
You son of a bitch!
Althea and Marion.
I will never forgive you, Lindsay. I hope you're aware of this.
Here, Agatha.
I decided because this dice was going bad, I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the other dice.
You know what?
You went back to the other
I went back to the
dice?
other dice!
Listen, maybe you can only be possessed by one thing at a time.
Yeah, so the other one will just fucking kill me.
Maybe
It's fine.
the slugs can't take residence because Simon already has.
Oh, it's fine. Dude, I know what happens to people get slug zest. They get fucking killed. They're dead.
Slugs.
You're gonna be like
Nope.
you're gonna be like an undead
Slug
that's
nest.
extra undead.
Anyway, let's go to the ladies.
Oh my God.
Agatha, Marion, and Althea, as you leave the maze.
Oh.
As you leave, yeah, you actually managed to get out of the maze.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
great.
Perfect. Is there a shed nearby?
There's a shed just up the way. yeah.
Excellent.
But as you leave, and it seems like it's raining a bit now. Now you weren't feeling rain inside the maze, but it seems to be raining. It's like a thunderstorm.
Okay. I'm going to put my gun into my apron, and I'm going to go to the shed, and I want to see if there's something in there that's sharp and can, like...
Shears.
Yes. Shears.
Large gardening shears.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're doing that, what's Agatha and Marion doing?
Yeah, so so I just turned to Agatha. You're absolutely sure that you saw Oliver Gohl in there?
100%.
Then we need to call someone if he's an escaped murderer.
Well, you go call Mr. Black.
Yes, I go back to the house.
Okay, so you start heading back to the
You'll be,
house.
you'll be okay?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Don't go
The
in the
confidence
maze.
in that.
Stay behind Althea. Stay with her. Do not go back into the maze.
While
And
she's
then I go
saying
to the
that,
house.
I'm looking at the Packer Twin Sis eyingly and then looking back at the baby.
Well, so the Packard Twin 6 is in the garage.
Oh, where are we?
Oh, you're just
outside
left the
the-
maze.
We're just outside the maze on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, so
oh.
it's just a little bit of a distance, but you can see, you could run up to the garage.
Okay, so you're looking for shears?
Oh, I found shears.
She's over by the gardening shed that's around 20,
I'm gonna
30 feet
look
away
at
from the maze.
Althea and let's say, you know what's faster than shears? Mowing. Why don't we take your car and mow down this fucker?
You go get it. I'm gonna start.
I'm gonna go get the Packer Twin Six.
Immediately leave after Marion said not to.
I'm gonna go
going
and use
into
it
the maze,
to
though.
drive through that maze.
Okay, so you run off to get the Packard Twin 6.
Absolutely.
Althea is what?
Althea is taking said shears, and she's going to go up to the nearest part of the maze, and she's going to start shearing in giant letters on the side, "This is my house."
Craziness, absolute craziness. As you start, you get this. TH, you get
Yeah.
a TH actually.
And as large letters as I can reach.
Okay, so you get a T.
Okay.
And you do cut it quite easily, and you look through and you see Amos, and he seems to be running toward the entrance, but he trips up and falls down, and you see the white sluggish things behind him like a wave heading in his direction. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get angry.
Okay, Hulk.
And I'm gonna drop the shears, and I'm gonna go through the hole,
Yeah.
go through the T,
Yeah.
Right, Mr.
pull
T.
out my gun and level it at the big slug wall while he's on the ground.
Sure. So we go back to Amos, and it's weird. It's like surreal as you're running, and you can see the entrance up ahead, and you trip and fall down, and you look up, and then all of a sudden you just see a large T in the hedge maze, and you see, for some reason, Althea jumping through it
I'm
with
questioning
a
nothing
gun
right now.
leveled in your direction.
I'm not even caring how weird it is.
Yeah. And what would you like to do? Shoot at the slug wall?
Yes.
Okay, what's the rate of fire of your weapon? Is it just a
it's
handgun?
just
We'll
a
use
handgun.
the same as
So I can.
3 shots at disadvantage.
I'll take one. I'll take one first.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
because I don't trust.
Don't shoot me after I just about got tree nabbed.
My handgun is not so great.
What is it?
The basic 20%.
Yeah. What's the malfunction rate of your handgun? It's the end, but it should be at the end.
0.
It says 0?
Zero,
double.
0.
Yeah. So don't roll 100%.
No, I can't do that.
Don't. Come on.
92.
It's almost impossible to miss the slug wall, but you do. You
fine.
shoot, and the bullet hits next to Amos.
Can I try again?
No! I get up and I run towards the T.
Yeah, as you
Alright.
push yourself up, as the slugs seem to just reach you, you can smell them. That smell of disgusting.
I frantically just fire
Feculent
behind me
fix.
as many times as I can as I get up and just run towards the T.
Once
and
he's close
Althea.
enough to, or near me, or past me, can I shoot again?
Sure.
If I'm past you, they're on you.
Yeah, that's true. They're right at his heels.
Yeah, I might shoot you.
So you both jump
If I do
through the
that.
T.
Yeah,
Yes.
as I'm shooting back
Yes.
at them,
I'm
like
getting
just
back out
frantically,
through the T.
I will empty the clip and keep on shooting behind you like this.
And as Althea, you jump through the T, and Amos, you jump through the T. Marion, you get into the house.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Right, that's where you're heading to
Yeah, I was
follow
heading
Mr.
to the
Black.
house. Yeah, but
follow
well, I was gonna call the police on Albert Gohl because I don't, and then call Mr. Black. But if I hear gunshots, I'm gonna turn around and look to see what's happening.
Okay, but you are running into the house.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just saying you run into the house to the nearest phone. Get Miss Black, but you notice there's no. You can tell that it's not working. There's like no power to it.
Okay, then I'm going to hang it up and go see if I can find Cadbury.
Done. Agatha, as you're running to the garage, I need you to make a spot hidden check.
24 out of 66.
I'm pretty sure you already got a take on spot hidden.
No.
Oh well,
Wow,
tick
holy
next
shit.
to it. As
That's also a space that's getting worn through.
yes, of course it would be. As you notice, like a wonderfully made treehouse
Okay.
in the trees, but that's not the only thing you notice. You notice shadowy humanoid shapes walking towards you from the trees where the treehouse is.
Oh.
And as the shadow goes away, they all look like Skeet. There's maybe 30 of them.
Oh.
They all look like Skeet. They just have the blank expression. And they're all just walking towards you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run and I'm going to get that Packard Twin 6.
Okay.
And I'm assuming, because I'm going to see these, but I'm also seeing these two running too, right? Or I have.
You know, because
No?
you're up around the side of the house now.
Okay, well, I'm going to get the Packard Twin 6, and my theory is run the Skeets down and then go get them. That's literally what my
Okay,
thought process
as
is.
you see the Skeets and you run into the garage and get the Packard. You
Yep.
hop into the Packard Twin 6
I
and you
do.
notice it. It's not turning on.
Oh, of course not.
It doesn't seem to want to be turning on. Yeah, as you're sitting in the car and all of a sudden as you look to the side, you can see Skeet's face on the side and it's just sort of blankly looking in.
Real Skeets or Shadow Skeets?
Shadow
Oh,
Skeets.
yeah, but it looks like Skeets. They all look like Skeet. but you just see Skeet's face, and it sort of smiles, and you can see this black liquid dripping out of his mouth. And then something happens to all of you at the same time.
Oh my god. Okay.
We start off with Althea, who you wake up. You just seem to wake up, and you're lying down in the lab. What do you call it?
The laboire.
Lying down in the laboire, just on the floor, like you passed out.
Fucking hate you.
As what would you immediately like to do?
I imagine I would jolt up going, what the fuck? Or holding my hand out like I might still have a gun in it.
Yeah, which you don't.
Yeah. And then probably my eyes would go to the only other person I know is in the room. Simon.
Yeah, and he's still lying down there.
So...
Yeah, he's still lying down there.
What the I don't feel good at all.
Yeah, you feel a bit sick, yeah. Anything else you'd like to do?
Run upstairs probably.
Yeah, okay. So you run upstairs, and you don't really see anyone right away, but you know everyone was, when you left them, because you left first, everyone was still in the breakfast ballroom. So as you run to the breakfast ballroom, I'm assuming, because that's where everyone would be.
Yeah.
Just as you enter the breakfast ballroom, the rest of you also wake up. Marion and Agatha sitting in the chairs. And Amos on the floor by the table. And the book is still in the middle. And Amos, you're on the floor. Seems like you're just waking up from a really bad dream. You all remember everything, though.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Call. Our next episode will air Tuesday, January 14th. In the meantime, Tuesday, January 7th, is the next episode of Spacers, our Starfinder actual playcast. The game system used today was the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition by Chaosium. Music, sound effects, and ambient track licensed through Triune Films, Video Co-Pilot, and Sirenscape. You can find all Twisted Gear Studios' podcasts on YouTube, Google Play, Apple Music, and Spotify. Please like and follow the Twisted Gear Studios Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Twisted Gear. Your players this evening were Janissa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, Zach Barrett, and Elizabeth Wells. Your audio operator was Rob Hickey, and your GM or keeper this evening was Derek Snow. If you happen to be in the Montgomery area, you can find me at Tavern on Main every Monday at 7:30 p.m. for trivia. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.